Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be a reading for the Divine Masculine in the sign of Aquarius for September 1st through the 15th. The first row here we have what the situation is going to be, how you feel about it, how you should feel about it, what are any lessons, challenges, or obstacles that may be involved in the situation, how should you proceed forward, what are your hopes and what are your fears? And in the bottom row, we have the advice from the universe in regards to what you should do. Now, I must say, sometimes a couple of extra cards pop out. I mean, these ones I kind of clarify, and then I clarify more if I need to. And most of the time, one card will come out for the advice, maybe two. But for you, you got multiples, both in this one, and especially in this one, in the fairy oracle, in the water oracle, and even in these. So there's a message here that they're definitely wanting to relay to you. So I even asked them ahead of time. I says, please allow me to give them what it is you want me to tell them, because this is something that they want you to know. Because there's, like I said, there's a lot of extra cards here. And I was going, sometimes when too many come out, I put them back, but I feel like they wanted you to know this stuff. So whatever I got, I kept. So let's take a look at what the situation is going to be. Inspiration. Now you're going to have to find the inspiration around greed. Greed could be, money. It could be someone's behavior. Maybe they were only thinking about themselves. This could be you or the other person involved. And the Fool, this could be rushing in without thinking, or it could be, taking a leap of faith. But we're going to see what we get. We're going to clarify. Greed. Lamika. This is the friend or the confidant, someone that you feel close to. Greed. Kaza. This is home. This is either someone that you shared a home with or that you want to share a home with. But there's been some deception here, falsita. There's been some lies in the home with this person. Either you were lying or they were lying. And this is, the situation is coming to you to deal with. Someone who's been waiting around a long time, or someone who's been sitting around their thoughts. So maybe it's been a while this situation's been going on. ΛΟΒΕ Delta, this is, faithfulness, fidelity, commitment. Sorry, my computer. I don't know why it does that. It's actually quite annoying. But, the greed is obviously coming from some kind of deception involved here that you're needing to find the inspiration to deal with and to somehow, take a leap of faith. Maybe it's in communicating with this person. Maybe there was a fallout of some kind, and, maybe people aren't speaking. How you feel is growth. Dark-haired man. This is you. And there's several men in this deck. One is the older male, someone who's matured. And then there's just simply, the brown-haired guy. He's just your regular guy. And then there's this person who, if you look at his face, you can see that he's a little sinister looking. Maybe he can be deceptive. But, there's been some growth here. You've grown in this situation. And you're feeling like you trying to get the strength, perhaps, to finally deal with what happened. Maybe you're wanting to reach out to this person. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have the strength. Maybe you're afraid to, but you want to, because there's been some growth here. And let me see. Should I clarify? Let's see, growth. Yeah, there's been regrets. So Libido, this is the widower. This is somebody who's regretful of the past. So, you've gone through something here revolving around lies and deception, and through that process, through the pain of that process, there's been some growth. Maybe we've realized our mistakes, or we've realized something within ourselves, and now we have the strength, or we're wanting to have the strength to reach out to this person, that you at one time perhaps lived with, or had, some commitment with, that you felt was, your confidant, your best friend, and how you should feel. Dark-haired woman. This is like the dark-haired man. This also could be our shadow side, negative things, thoughts that we have about ourselves, or things that we need to change within ourselves. But this is also a person who's like the female foe. So whatever transpired here, this person, people are like at odds with each other. Dark-haired man and dark-haired woman, like you're kind of, but there's been growth here, because there's been regrets. This is how you feel. But maybe they're wanting you to know that, she's still feeling like this. Because obviously maybe after the communication and you open up and you reveal, how you feel or how you've grown, this will change, because, it is a barrier. Generosity. This is, either her being open to giving to you, or you, feeling like you want to have the courage to give to her. Because somebody's trying to figure out a way to be creative and to express themselves, how they feel. And then you have friend. So again, this is someone that you were close to, who you considered to be your best friend. And how you should feel, or maybe the barrier is her. It could be. So there's always, there's two parties involved here. It takes two to tango. It's not a lot of times both people do or say things that, are hurtful to each other. Everybody has their roles to play in this. So again, maybe the barrier is for you in this situation, or the barrier is for her in this situation. Dark-haired woman. But somebody has regrets. This is a dark-haired woman. Morte. This is ending, death, transformation, transcending. Gran Signore is the man about town. This is a guy who could be a little egocentric, He can be a little full of himself. He's very confident. And then you have Viaggio. This is somebody who's at a distance, or someone who wants to travel, or moving forward, moving on. So maybe that's why she's the dark-haired woman, because she views this situation as like it's dead, it's ended. She's trying to move on from you, and that's why it's a barrier, for you to kind of test the waters, to go back over there again, trying to figure out a way. Well, how how do I reach out to this person who's obviously, you know, probably hurt or thinks that, you know, things have ended, you know, and that there's no chance of resurrection here. Desperado por jealousía, this is despair, you know, because there's been some hurt here. There's been some hurt here. Mercante, so this could be somebody at a distance, and the merchant, someone who's, you know, waiting around, you know, for a new beginning. I'm trying to look towards the future. Lamante and express his love. This is the barrier. So, you know, this is you possibly wanting a new beginning, wanting to express your love, but it's a barrier. Or, like I said, you're trying to figure out a way, well, how do I do this? You know, because maybe, but again, sometimes we fear more than we should, you know, because we're just in our own thoughts. And that's why we go to the tarot, because they tell us things, because they see things that we can't, you know. And your challenge, lesson, or obstacle in this is mistake. Reconciliation. It's like relationship, or to reconcile with somebody in an ending. So the challenge is, you know, whatever transpired here, that mistake. And the challenge is to reconcile, you know. And then you have ending here. You know, I don't know if the mistake was too much, and there's, you know, or the way things ended were so bad that that's the challenge, you know. Let's see. Or maybe it's a mistake to reconcile and you need to well, let's see here. Oops, that's too many. Prigione, someone feels imprisoned, trapped. Could be mental trap. You know, just thinking, being regretful about the past, about the mistakes. You know, this is your challenge to release yourself from this prison. Jovine Fanchula, this is on reconciliation. This is a young woman. La Vecchia Senora, this is the older woman, but this is also someone from the past. So this person might have been someone from your past. Letterato, man of letters, a man who's kind of contemplating, trying to figure out, you know, how to approach something or how to communicate with someone. Dispiacere, despair over the situation. You know, so this is the challenge here, is to figure out a way to communicate with this person, you know, because and come out of feeling like trapped out of this situation. Ending had sospiri. This is regrets, longing to be with someone. Having regrets. Could be someone who's, you know, someone you're separated from. How you should approach this situation. Fair gray-haired man, fair gray-haired woman. Spiritual. Now, this is, to me, this is a great combination because it shows that there's a spiritual connection here. This is your soulmate. This could be your twin flame. You know, it's definitely a karmic relationship. There was lessons that had to be learned. And there's maturity in here. You see, because they went from the dark-haired man and the dark-haired woman to people that are stuck in the negative feelings of what's transpired, or, you know, this is you changed, so you've grown from, you know, some possible negative behaviors that you might have had. And the challenge is now maybe she's angry with you, you know, that's why she's a dark-haired woman. But to approach this, I guess, is to realize that there is a connection here, you know, and through this experience there is growth for both of you. You've both learned and matured, you know, so maybe a conversation needs to be had so that can be realized by both people. Let's see. Yeah, Fortuna, something changing for the better. This is good fortune. Dottore, this is the doctor, the lawyer, someone who could fix a problem. This is also healing. So this is how you should proceed. You know, show how you've matured. You know, maybe she can show how she's grown. Like I said, through the experience, there's been some growth. And you should, you know, look to heal this situation, because it's going to turn around for the better, or to help it to turn around for the better. What are you hopeful for? Storm, to weather the storm, to get through this challenging time. The lady, this is like intuition, and home. So again, you had casa here and home here, so this could have been someone that you shared a home with. And you're hoping to, you know, use your intuition as far as what to do in this situation, and to get through this difficult experience, and possibly, you know, get back together and embark on a new journey and have a home together. La lettera, this is love letter. Yeah, somebody needs to express how they feel. That's on the lady. So that's like to use your intuition. You're trying to figure out again how to express your regrets or how you've grown. What you fear. Hidden enemy. Maybe you're fearing. This is what you're going to be met with, you know, dark-haired woman. You're afraid that maybe she'll be not receptive. You're fearing that things won't change. Woman of the world. This is, you know, someone from a different city, state. Usually it's country. So maybe this person is at a distance from you. And that's why you had the µ'Aĝio, you know, someone that you left. So you're fearful that, you know, you're fearing the worst and hoping for the best. Yeah, woman of the world. Anemica, it's like the dark-haired woman. Yeah, you're fearing you're going to be met with this. You know, somebody who's not too happy. But that's why I guess you got all of these cards in the advice. You know, because this must have been a really heavy situation here with a lot of hurt. You got self-worth, passion, acceptance, complacency, and enlightenment. And I'm going to read what these say. So see, I haven't had anybody yet that I've done readings for that have had so many of these pop out. So that's what it says, the message must be important. Let's do complacency first. I'm feeling the loss of my dreams. The inspirational message is, this is a warning not to give up. Beware of coasting along in a situation that is not what you really want. You will never be fulfilled by the unmet dreams of others. Personal inquiry. How can I redefine my dreams? How can I stop procrastinating? Key ideas. Find self-nourishment, leaving dreams unrealized, feeling depleted, time for deep rest, lack of motivation, holding back. Keywords. Daring, indomitability. I've never even heard of that word before. I apologize. Reclamation. And then you have, acceptance. When I accept myself, I find love. Inspirational message. A magical box of self-acceptance appears before you. Your unique qualities reside in it. Open it. Are things simple now? Cherry Heart invites you to see yourself as complete, just as you are. Personal inquiry. Am I assessing myself accurately? Or am I distorting my reality in a self-defeating way? Can I simply accept myself? Key ideas. New ways of seeing yourself, embracing imperfection, feeling incomplete, selling yourself short. Keywords, manifesting, knowledge, and luck. And then you also had self-worth. Come sit in my chair and feel my love, says the great servant. Inspirational message. People, events, and material objects beyond your frame of reference are being drawn to you. Aim higher, for you will draw even greater experiences into your life. Allow your energy to grow. Receiving is an action. Personal inquiry. How do I relate to the word deserving? Am I ready to allow myself to receive what others may not? Key ideas, greater knowledge, innocent, curiosity, being rewarded, receiving divine love. Key words, faith, self-love, and value. Passion. I quietly sizzle and shine. The inspirational message is, you are correct to feel passionate about your position. Follow your instincts, for you know intuitively what is right for you. Personal inquiry. Are my daily actions supporting my real passion? What am I willing to stand for? Key ideas, following your passion, being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, being acknowledged, feeling ostracized by family or friends, being emotionally centered, strong feminine energy, a happy outcome. Keywords, passion, bravery, royalty. And then you got enlightenment. If I seek peace, I must embrace my fears. Inspirational message. At this time, your journey is more important than your destination. Remember, if you face your fear, you will grow stronger. Relief awaits. Personal inquiry. My thoughts always drive my choices. How can I use my thoughts to heal myself? Key ideas. Path to enlightenment. The reluctant sage. Taking time alone to connect. Trusting your intuition. Needing solitude. Time for reflection. Keywords, support, courage, and confidence. So even there, they had the lady about using your intuition in regards to this situation. So maybe it's just, accepting what happened, but finding the lesson in it all, having confidence in ourselves, realizing, what the lessons were, gaining enlightenment. Don't sit around too much. If you need to reach out, express yourself with passion. Because you also have here thrill and euphoria. Thrill. Jophiel, as the spirit of liberation, wants you to see the uniqueness of the time you are living in, evoking the ecstasy of thrill. Unique phenomena are currently taking place on planet Earth. Gaze upon the 3 ancient Egyptian pyramids and you will see why thrill is implicit. The stars that aligned with each of the 3 pyramids was a sight to marvel at. Mercury, Venus, and Saturn, respectively, the god Thoth and Hermes, the goddess Hathor or Aphrodite, and the king god Osiris or Zeus, descending onto earth to give a special benediction. Please review your own life to see where thrill lies, and if you haven't felt thus for some time, the drawing of this icon means that your desire will soon be met. Euphoria. Zapkiel's heart sigil wishes for you feelings of well-being, happiness, excitement, and transcendent joy, states of being you haven't experienced for some time, it would seem. This lover angel's heart magic has the power to create sustainable happiness. So relinquish your stronghold on those aspects of life that do not resonate joy. Instead, feel a beautiful sense of contentment pervasively spreading through your being as Zapkiel's works the angel's healing. Euphoria, a word derived from the ancient Greeks, can be defined as a state of heightened well-being and is known as a power to endure all crises. When experiencing euphoria in your life, you will release wonderful hormones such as serotonin and oxytocin, which are designed to electrify your being. Gaze on the beautiful proportions of the ancient Parthenon, which stands as the enduring euphoria of the classical Greek period, wise, knowledgeable, courageous, and especially aligned with the verities of life. The goddess Athena is the patron of the Parthenon. She symbolizes the profound wisdom and culture that arose from ancient Greece. As you ponder the icon, feel the sacred majesty of the architecture seep into your own physical geometry. So again, this is talking about, euphoria matches with the passion. Don't be complacent. You've gained enlightenment and wisdom in this. Accept what happened. Grow from the situation. But something better awaits you. You had the good fortune here too. Healing. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Now, sometimes, this can mean actually releasing somebody. It could mean releasing the things that transpired between you guys, or releasing those things within ourselves that are blocking us from moving forward. So it's not just about, kick the ex to the curb or forget about the ex. And there's multiple messages in here. And sometimes it's about releasing the past, releasing about what happened, release, what I did, what you did, so that things can change. And then you had 2 more here because you had soulmate. Like I said, like this has to be maybe a karmic relationship, or it could be a twin flame. Yes, this is your soulmate. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance because you've gained enlightenment. Don't sit around. Express yourself. Hello, I apologize. I keep having technical difficulties, and on some of my videos, the sound will just cut off, and it stinks because you're in the flow of a reading, and then you only see hands moving, and you don't remember what you said, and it kind of throws things off. But they were the last cards that were here. You had emotion. It's the Water Crystal Oracle. So they want you, because you've gained wisdom, to express your emotion and also have the strength. You have power here to be honest with how you feel, what you've learned, how you've grown in this situation. And then you had the Dark Lady. I'm sorry. Penelope Dreamweaver. And Laced Moon's Daughter. The Dark Lady, unconscious power and wisdom, rituals, mysteries, and secrets. We may reach the realm of the Dark Lady through grief, through deep surrender, through ecstasy, or through profound ritual. This card in a reading suggests that it is time to withdraw from the ordinary world, to revitalize ourselves through retreat and surrender to the source, unity in the song of ecstasies. This is a time of preparation for rebirth, for restoration, and regeneration. What is hidden is getting ready to be revealed. Celebrate this passage through the unknown, rich, fertile, hidden realms of the Dark Lady. This is the time in the natural cycle of life when we open ourselves to and receive the inflowing energies of Himself, when we become powerful, overflowing with the life force. It may also be a time of prophecy, magic, and foretelling of the potentials of the future, a time of self-awareness, self-knowledge, and encounters with hidden worlds. Meditate, retreat, seek serenity, and inner peace. Penelope Dreamweaver, inspiration, magical dreams and visions. Seek visions and inspiration. Be aware that they are often subtle and require close attention. Fantasies, dreams, and daydreams are all places an inspiration fairy can contact us, but she can also pop up unannounced in the midst of the most ordinary activities, in the bath, washing the dishes, driving the car, or anywhere else that our mind is half occupied and running on idle. Pay special attention to unsought inspirations at this time. They have something wonderful to offer you, but it is up to you to catch them and bring them into reality. So again, don't be complacent. Use your intuition. You know, that card that you had here with the lady, you know, use your intuition in this situation. Don't sit around and wait too long, so you got very soon. And then the last one, Lace Moon's Daughter. Light casts and shadows, spiritual guidance, illumination, and riddles. You may be finding apparently random events and ideas are falling into a pattern and beginning to make sense to you. Things may be flowing more easily than you are accustomed to, and your decisions and choices may be bringing an unusually high degree of success. Psychic abilities, hunches, intuitions, foreknowings are becoming clearer and making more sense. Trust the process. Lace also brings psychic dreams, forelighting the future and illuminating the present. These dreams often speak in symbols, as fairies are wont to do. So you must be getting some guidance in regards to this. You must have some intuitive feelings about what to do here. But they are encouraging you, you know, to express how you feel. Show how you've grown. You know, the other person in the situation has grown too, and honesty is always the best policy. You know, even if there's been a lot of pain involved, you know, open up, speak your piece, speak your mind, because this is your soulmate. This was whatever transpired here, as difficult and as painful as it was supposed to, because there were lessons here that needed to be learned. Both parties needed to go through this in order to grow, to heal something within themselves. So they're telling you that things can turn around for the better because there has been growth. You had the mature man and the mature woman in the spiritual card there. So that shows that, you know, there is a spiritual connection to this relationship. And so whatever transpired was all part of the journey. So I really, you know, wish you well. in this situation. Please comment and let me know how it resonated with you, if it resonated with you, what happens. I love to hear about other people's journeys. Please like and share if you haven't already, and maybe someone else you know might need to hear this message. And, remain optimistic. Things will turn around for the better. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.